FrontLine Building Products, adding value, performance, and beauty with ease.
Hi, my name is Kurt. Today we're going to show you how to install FrontLine's single door and Sidelite remodel clad kit.
FrontLine's Remodel Series entry door cladding kit was designed and created for the do-it-yourself homeowner and professional contractor. The kit takes your existing weathered entry door frame and makes it maintenance-free and durable. Our kits vary from single doors up to 42 inches wide, single doors with 1 or 2 side lights, double doors, and many other configurations that will fit your home. The kits are also manufactured with 16-gauge heavy-duty extruded aluminum for strength and durability, and for fantastic curb appeal. There are no exposed fasteners for crisp detail and is available in 12 standard colors. To get started, you will only need a few things: safety glasses, a pry bar, a tape measure, a drill, a hammer, a rubber mallet, a 10-inch compound miter saw with minimum 80-tooth carbide saw blade, and color-matching caulk. The first step is to verify your entry door size with your tape measure, and make sure you have the correct size and color frame by reading the product label on the end of the cladding kit. Then, lay out all of the packaged materials. For this project, you will have a header jamb cover, a brick mold header, 2 jamb covers for the left and right sides, 2 brick molds for the left and right sides, 2 mull side jamb covers, 1 mull cap, and a screw package. Before installing, first use 3-inch exterior screws and screw through the wood jamb into the framing stud to make sure the frame is secured into the opening. Then, using your hammer and pry bar, carefully remove the brick mold casing from the door frame while avoiding damage to the siding of your home. Then, measure the inside face of the jamb at the head to the opposite inside face to determine the length of the jamb header. Next, you will lay your jamb cover face up with your miter saw set at a 45-degree angle to make your cut. Now, place the aluminum head jamb cover up to the door system and mark the mull post location. These marks will signify where you will notch out the piece of the header jamb cover to fit around the mull post. When cutting the notch, cut to the inside of your marked line. It is very important to only cut to the 90-degree bend and not through the entire piece. To prep for finishing the notch, on the back side of the header jamb cover, take your utility knife and make several scores in the corner. To break out the mull notch, grab between the 2 saw cuts and slowly bend the aluminum back and forth several times. The notch will break at the score line on the back side of the jamb. Once the notches for the mull post are cut out and lined up correctly, lift the aluminum head jamb cover into place and push the jamb cover tightly against the wood frame. Once in place, use the self-tapping screws to mount the jamb cover. Be sure to secure every 12 to 16 inches. Next, we will mount the mull post jamb covers over the mull post. First, measure the mull post from where it ties into the bottom side of the header jamb down to the long point of the sill. At this point, you will need to determine your sill angle. To make this cut, lay your mull post cover face up with a wood block underneath for support. Set your miter saw to the correct sill angle and cut at your mark. You will end up with one 90-degree edge and one set at your sill angle. To finish covering the mull post, make sure the jamb cover is snug to the mull and screw the jamb cover onto the mull post. Be sure to secure every 12 to 16 inches. Repeat these steps for the other side of the mull post. The next step is to mount the vertical jamb covers to the outside jambs. Measure the left and right side jambs from the bottom side of the aluminum jamb cover header to the long point of the sill. Next, set your miter saw to the correct sill angle and cut at your mark. To finish, mount your jamb covers to the jambs like you previously did for the header and mull covers. Once the door frame is completely covered by the jamb covers, measure between the locking legs on your vertical jamb covers to determine the length of the brick mold header. Lay your brick mold face up on the saw. Set your miter saw at a 45-degree angle and make your cut at your mark. Then lift the aluminum brick mold into place and use the rubber mallet to tap the brick mold onto the locking legs of your jamb cover. Cutting and applying your left and right vertical brick mold pieces will use the same process. Measure from the top side of the head aluminum brick mold on the head jamb to the bottom of the sill to determine the length of the brick mold vertical. Lay your brick mold face up on the saw, set your miter saw at a 90-degree angle, and make your cut at your mark. Once cut to size, use the rubber mallet to tap the brick mold onto the locking legs of the jamb covers. If the mitered corner is not tight against the header, place your pry bar at the sill under the brick mold and slowly lift or push the brick mold so the miters are tight at the corner. Now we will apply the mold cap. Measure from the bottom of the header brick mold down to the top of the sill. To cut, lay your mold cap on its edge facing you on the saw. Set your miter saw at the determined sill angle and make your cut at your mark. To install your mold cap, lift the aluminum mold cap into place and use the rubber mallet to tap the mold cap onto the mold post locking legs of the mold cover. It is important with the mold cap to only tap on the hard corners to avoid denting. To finish the installation, at each of the miters, place a small bead of caulk on the jamb cover and brick mold to seal the unit. Then, at the mold post, place a small bead of caulk on the jamb cover and mold cap. Lastly, at the sill, place a small bead of caulk at each of your verticals and mold post. If during installation you have scratched the paint of the aluminum, contact your supplier. They can provide color-matched touch-up paint from FrontLine Bldg products. It's that easy to add a beautiful, lifelong entry door frame onto your home. So sit back and relax, because this project is there for the long haul.
Thank you for choosing FrontLine Bldg products.